It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's coming up next.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Taking it about the 16. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 23. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
To throw his Carr. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be too high. Out of of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On play action, now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 44 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle there by John Johnson.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Stafford.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Carr now on first down.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Two yards to go, second down.
Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Carr to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Now hang on here, we got an injury. And yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now Stafford.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Colin Saunders never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Quick throw to Olave.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
2nd and a couple.
Kamara try the right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
From the 20, here's second and a couple. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Here's Carr. It's complete. Kamara.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing his Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Carr. He completes it to Olave.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr to throw.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Carr.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.